Today's episode is Simon's Cat Off to the Vet. I will be using all simple tense sentence structures and a wide variety of prepositions and adjectives. Make sure to pay close attention to my pronunciation and then watch the original video, and practice using them to explain what Simon's cat is doing. Also, make sure to read the dialogue out loud, because in that way, you'll remember it much more clearly. Let's get started.
Learning made fun, here to stay. MassiveMaw.
Simon's cat jumps over the fence. He walks across the yard. Birds sing on the fence. Simon's cat scares them away. Simon's cat meows, walks across the fence. A bee buzzes. It grabs his attention. Simon's cat crawls down the fence. Simon's cat shakes the purple flower. Simon's cat hits the bee with its paw. The bee stings Simon's cat. It flies away. Simon's cat runs around the purple flower. He dips his paw into the water. Simon's cat's stomach grumbles because he is hungry. Simon's cat bumps into the garden gnome and purrs. He almost knocks the gnome into the water. Simon's cat's paw hurts. He licks it and walks through the pet door. Simon is in bed asleep. The door slowly creaks open. Simon's cat's shadow shows across the bed. A gray cat peeks out of the towel. It looks around the room. Simon's cat looks at Simon and jumps onto the bed. Simon's cat meows to get Simon's attention. Simon's cat hits Simon with its paw and Simon moans. Simon's cat pulls Simon's eyelid. Simon moans angrily, scaring Simon. Simon's cat walks behind Simon. He tugs at his head. Simon tries to brush his cat away. Simon laughs and mumbles in his sleep. Simon's cat nibbles Simon's ear and purrs. Simon's cat pushes the gray cat into Simon. Simon wakes up abruptly. He tries to pull the cat off him. Simon's cat pretends he is asleep. He wakes up and yawns. Simon gets out of bed. Simon walks into the kitchen. He drags his cat along the floor. Simon yawns and smacks his mouth. Simon tugs his belt and giggles. The gray cat is on his back. Simon opens the cupboard. He prepares cat food. He then closes the cupboard. Simon kneels down to feed his cats. Simon notices his cat has a bee sting. He picks him up to look closer. Simon is concerned. His cat is playful. Simon is very worried about his cat. Simon sneaks across the kitchen. Simon starts to whistle to distract his cats. Simon locks the pet door. Simon grabs his phone. He runs out the kitchen. Simon's cat notices the cat door is locked. He cannot get out. The gray cat steals his food, so he chases him away. Simon's cat runs up the stairs. The gray cat hits him on the head. He falls down the stairs. Simon's cat checks the upstairs window. Simon's cat jumps up and climbs the curtain. Two birds chirp outside. They look at Simon, who is inside the apartment. Simon's cat slams against the window. The birds look to see who had banged against the window so loudly. Simon's cat is desperate and tries to open the bedroom window. Simon's cat hears Simon's whistle and runs under the bed to hide. Simon opens the attic, sees a rat scamper by, and shivers. Simon's cat opens a shoebox and dumps the shoes onto the floor. Simon's cat jumps into the shoebox to hide inside. The gray cat finds Simon's cat hiding inside the shoebox. Simon looks under the bed. He didn't see his cat hiding. Simon opens the door. He calls his cat and closes the door. Simon cat sniffs. He smells something good. Simon's cat sees a fish on the dining room table. Simon cat eats the fish on the table. Simon hides behind the door. Simon's cat licks himself and starts to groom its fur. Simon sneaks up behind his cat very quietly. Simon looks at his watch to check the time. Simon quietly places the cat carrier onto the table. Simon quietly opens the cat carrier, but his cat hears him. Simon grabs his cat. Simon's cat throws things at Simon. Simon is angry. Simon grabs the cat. His cat tries to run away. Simon tries to put his cat in the cat carrier. Simon falls down behind the table. Simon's cat bangs Simon's head on the table. Simon leaves the room. Simon catches his cat in a blanket. Simon thinks that he's trapped his cat in the cat carrier. He rushes out the door. Simon forgot his keys, but doesn't see his cat hiding under the placemat. Simon sees his cat through the window playing. Simon catches his cat with a net. Simon drives in the rain. The gray cat looks out the window. He scratches the glass. Simon and his cat enter the vet. They sit between a big man and a girl with her mother. The man's dog sniffs at Simon's cat and growls. The little girl shows Simon her hamster she had in her pocket. The Simon's cat hits the hamster on the head. The little girl is scared. The hamster walks across the table. The dog barks at the hamster. Simon takes his cat away. The girl yells at the dog. Simon places the cat carrier on the countertop. Simon opens the cat carrier, but Simon's cat doesn't come out. Simon shakes the cat carrier. Simon cat bites Simon on the hand. The vet catches the cat and looks at its paw. The vet rubs the cat and places him on the scale to weigh him. The vet gives the cat some medicine. The Simon's cat goes back into the cat carrier. The vet gives Simon some tablets and the bill. The waiting room is in chaos. Simon walks into the living room. He puts the cat carrier on the sofa. He lets his cat out. Simon flops onto the armchair. Simon is exhausted. The gray cat climbs up onto Simon. Simon's two cats curl up on his lap. He pets them. Simon gets up to get the TV remote. Simon turns on the TV and changes channels to find something to watch. Simon is asleep and his cat looks at him. Simon's cat gives him a rat as a gift. Simon sucks at the rat, turns on the lights, and shrieks.
MassiveMaw. Learning made fun, here to stay.
I hope
MassiveMaw.
you enjoyed the video. Your challenge is to try to find and identify all the different nouns, prepositions, adjectives, and any other part of speech that you're not familiar with, and to try to use them in your own sentences. Also, watch the original video and try to use the prepositions again in your own way. See you next time.
MassiveMaw. Learning made fun, here to stay. MassiveMaw. Straight and bows and fuss, stress, MassiveMaw. Slanging and saying the MassiveMaw. Slaying like the MassiveMaw. Being the smooth play, don't feel late. You a penis more. Say it bold, it's your turn. MassiveMaw. Speak it right all day, every lay. MassiveMaw. Say it loud and don't delay. MassiveMaw. Learning made fun, here to stay. MassiveMaw. English your way, it's MassiveMaw. 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 Learn to speak it right with MassiveMaw. Street or smart, it's all MassiveMaw. Nouns and verbs, no stress. Maw. Slang and idioms, less. MassiveMaw. Grammar rules that click. MassiveMaw. Speak it smooth and quick. MassiveMaw. Chill, repeat, and learn. MassiveMaw. Say it bold, it's your turn. MassiveMaw. Speak it right all day, every way. MassiveMaw. Say it loud and don't delay. MassiveMaw. Learning made fun, here to stay. MassiveMaw. English your way, it's MassiveMaw. 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 MassiveMaw.